name to the judge. Put it in the middle.
Kenneth Lee Wright.
What was your first name, sir?
Kenneth.
Thank you. All right, sir.
K-E-N-N-H-A.
All right, sir. Do you still live on Highway 188 at 57560?
Yes, ma'am, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a mailing address, or do you receive mail?
Yeah, no, it's 57560 North Highway 188 space 14.
And you receive mail there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have an email address?
That is Redman, lowercase letters, 6857 @gmail.com.
Thank you. And your phone number ends in 5172?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, sir. So the state is alleging one charge against you. That's an excessive speed violation. It's alleged at a speed of, let me get to the citation, give me a moment. At a speed of 103 miles per hour in a posted 65 mile per hour zone. That's a class 3 misdemeanor. A class 3 misdemeanor is punishable by a maximum fine of $500, 30 days in jail, and or 1 year of probation. The state is not requesting any jail time, so you're not facing that as of now as any possible consequences, okay? If that changes, you'll be notified, but I don't see that happening. With your permission, what I'd like to do is move forward into the arraignment and take a plea from you. So doing this by video instead of having you come back at a later date and come to court, do you agree to do this by video and waive your personal appearance?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So your options are to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty or no contest, we'll move forward into sentencing today as well and try to button this thing up. If you plead not guilty, I'll schedule you back to court for what's called a pre-trial conference. That's where you meet with the prosecutor, discuss the case with the prosecutor. They may present the police report and any other evidence that they may use at a court date at a later time. At the conclusion of that meeting, one of three things will happen. One, the case will in fact go to a trial. Two, the case could enter a plea agreement. Or three, the case could be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The difference between a guilty plea and a no contest plea is the following. If you plead guilty, you're saying that I committed the crime and I admit to the facts of the case. If you plead no contest, you're not admitting nor denying the facts of the case, but accepting the conviction. Both guilty and no contest show on a criminal history. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. You also have the right to an attorney if you wish. You don't have a right to a court-appointed attorney due to there not being any jail time asked of this case. So I understand you're in custody now, but that's not part of sentencing. It was part of the offense, okay?
Yes, sir.
So your choices are to waive the presence of an attorney or hire an attorney at your own expense. What do you wish to do regarding that?
No contest, I guess.
Okay, so that's the plea, but yeah, so that's the plea, but let me first, so again, you have the right to.
I don't need an attorney.
Okay, all right. I just have to make sure you understand that you can hire one.
Oh, okay.
And if you don't want to, then you waive that presence. Is that what you're wishing to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll be sending you a form that's a two-part form. It's number one, waiving your personal appearance by assigning another court date and coming in and standing in front of me and taking a plea from you that I already talked to you about. Plus, it'll also have you waiving the presence of an attorney. Okay, so you'll be required to sign that form.
All right.
All right, sir. Do you have any questions before I take a plea from you regarding the charge of the excessive speed violation? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to enter your plea of no contest and move forward into your sentencing now. What I need to do is make sure you understand the rights that you're giving up by entering that no contest plea, okay?
Okay.
I've already explained to you the maximum possible penalty There is no mandatory minimum penalty, so the court's discretion in that is from 0 up to those maximums, excluding the jail time. I already told you we're not asking for that.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, by entering a no contest plea, give me one moment.
Right.
By entering a no contest plea, these are the rights that you're giving up. The right to plead not guilty and require the state to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. The right to have a trial in front of a judge. The right to have the assistance of an attorney at all stages of the proceeding, including appeal, and we spoke about that, and the attorney waiver form will be coming to you. Also given up the right to confront witnesses against you and cross-examine them as to the truthfulness of their testimony. Given up the right to present evidence in your own behalf and have the court compel your chosen witnesses to appear and testify free of charge. Given up the right to remain silent and to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And also given up the right to a direct appeal. I want to make you aware of possible collateral consequences. They're possible. It doesn't say it happens, but they're possible that they will. And those are going to be the following here. Give me a moment. And that is the possible suspension of a driver's license, an impact on a commercial driver's license or other professional license, an impact on insurance rates, the revocation of probation or parole, an increased penalty for further criminal charges, becoming a prohibited possessor if convicted of domestic violence charges, and if you're not a citizen of the United States, a plea or finding of guilt may result in deportation or being denied citizenship or reentry. Further on citizenship, it indicates that Rule 17.2, if you are not a citizen of the United States, pleading guilty or no contest to a crime may affect your immigration status. Admitting guilt may result in deportation even if the charge is later dismissed. Your plea or admission of guilt could result in your deportation or removal, could prevent you from ever being able to get legal status in the United States, or could prevent you from becoming a United States citizen. Understanding each of these rights I've just explained to you, sir, do you wish to waive those rights and enter your no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. The factual basis of your case is the following. That on 12/1 of 2025 at about 12:12 in the afternoon, you were traveling on State Route 87 at or near milepost 249. You had contact with the Gila County Sheriff's Office where they had checked your speed by a radar device and checked it at 103 miles per hour in a posted 65 mile per hour zone. You were the operator of the vehicle. It occurred in Gila County in the jurisdiction of this court, and you are here pleading no contest, which means you're not accepting those facts or denying them, but acknowledging they'd be used if the case went to trial. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, sir, regarding your plea of no contest, did you make that voluntary?
Yes, sir.
Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
No, sir.
Did anybody promise you a lighter sentence or punishment that if you pled no contest, you'd receive it?
No, sir.
Okay, the court will accept your plea, finds that you made it knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. You're going to see this form that's going to be sent over to you. It's going to have my initials down this column. Those are the rights that I just discussed with you that you're waiving by entering your no contest plea. It's going to require your signature, and I've put an asterisk sign next to where it needs to be signed. There's a second letter that I'm going to be providing you, and it's going to be talking about how you can set aside the judgment pursuant to 13-905 of the Arizona Revised Statute once all the terms of the sentence have been completed, and you may qualify for a certificate of second chance and apply to seal the records pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 13-911 once all the terms of the sentence and the timeframes therein have been satisfied. You may also request a Rule 33 petition for post-conviction relief, and if denied, file a petition for review. So that letter that I'll send you will explain all of that to you if you wish to exercise those rights. It also requires your signature that I provided that information to you. So I asked you, do you wish to give a statement to the court before we impose sentencing?
No, sir.
Okay. You didn't have a reason tell the court why you're driving over 100 miles an hour, or just kind of lost paying attention?
No, I just wasn't paying that much attention.
Okay.
I knew I was going a little fast, but I didn't think I was going that fast.
Okay. So there's also the insurance violation that they wrote the citation for. Do you recall the deputy Wright talking about that?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. So that's that fine I have to address as well. So the civil violation for not having insurance is $945. Now, if you get insurance on the vehicle and we're at 6 months or more policy for that vehicle, and you're able to go to motor vehicle and show us a 39-month motor vehicle record that doesn't have any prior insurance violations, I can reduce that amount to $202. So that's a considerable savings. Even though you're going to have to put insurance on the vehicle, it's probably still going to be cheaper than that. Okay, so I'll give you the opportunity to do that if you wish to do that. You have to do that within 30 days of today's date to receive that reduction. The fine that I'm going to impose for the speeding violation is $500. I'm also going to reduce that fine to half if you complete a driver responsibility counseling course. So if you sign up for the course, you have to pay for the course. I think you'll save money. I think the course is less than $250. You'll have to complete that packet no later than 30 days than today's date. So you'll either get the $500 fine in its entirety, or you'll produce us evidence of completing that counseling within 30 days of today's date, and then we'll apply the reduction to that. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. But okay, I get paid once a month. I mean, and I don't know.
Would you like me to push that counseling out to 60 days?
Yeah, because like I said, I get
Yeah,
paid
understood.
once a month, and I have no other income than the Social Security. So,
All right, I'll give you another 30 days, so hopefully that will be able to get you started on the insurance portion that we talked about, and then we'll get it to 60 days, and so make it fair on you.
All right, thank you.
And I'm going to also do that on the insurance violation as well, so you'll have 60 days to do that too.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. So the other portion of this I'm going to do is assign 6 months of unsupervised probation. So let me explain to you what that is. All you need to do is remain law-abiding. Okay, if you remain law-abiding, then nothing happens. Okay, if you reoffend or get another excessive speed violation, it's a considerable amount. So that's why I'm kind of keep an eye on things. If you get another violation, then the consequences of this can change, and plus whatever you reviolate for. Now, once you've done all of your counseling, if you choose to do that, or pay all your fines, you can also request to get off of that probation early if you wish to. All you got to do is come in and fill out a motion. It's called a motion, a request, and ask for that early termination off of unsupervised probation. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. There is a one-time jail fee for your in-custody status of $69. There is a court security fee of $35.80. So what we have without any reductions or any of that stuff is a total balance due of $1,549.80. Can you make that payment, or do you need a payment plan?
No, I'm not going to be able to make that today. No, sir.
No. Okay.
There's just no way.
Okay, no problem. So I'm going to add a one-time payment plan fee of $20 per statute. I have to do that. So that brings the total balance without any of the reductions that we talked about of $1,569.80. I'm going to assign the court minimum monthly payment on that balance to give you an opportunity to pay for the other things. That's $25 per month, okay?
Okay.
I'll require your first payment to be made 30 days from today's date. So you only owe 30 days, or excuse me, $25 to the court for the fine portion. That gives you the ability to save your money for the insurance and to pay for the counseling to get that reduction if you wish to do that.
Okay, so I can pay that $25 today?
You can, or I'm going to schedule it out 30 days. You don't have to pay it today. You can pay it any time between now and 30 days. So I'm trying to give you some time to kind of get,
Okay.
yeah, so just no later than 30 days. So
Oh, all right, all right.
trying to work with you here a little bit.
I appreciate that.
So instead of having you come back on New Year's Eve, we'll have you go to the Friday, the 2nd of January, okay?
Okay. And then I come back up here to the courthouse?
Yeah, there's a couple ways to pay it. You can always just send a check or money order through the mail system, and the address will be on the top of the form. Or you can stop by and, just drop it off of cash to our staff members. They're very friendly and nice. And then on the bottom of the last form, that's the judgment and sentencing form, there's also a way to pay it remotely or go to a website or call a phone number. They do charge a merchant fee of 4 or 5%. So if you're wanting to save that, don't use that. But if that convenience is important to you, then go ahead and use that. Okay?
All right.
All right. And then I'll be sending the release order, releasing you out of custody today. Do you have any questions about anything we spoke of?
No, sir.
All right. And then detention staff, I'll probably have this walked over because the pamphlet for the counseling will be difficult to see.
No problem, sir.
All right. So we'll be over shortly with that paperwork, sir. You'll be released here shortly.
All right, thank you.
You bet.